Hey everybody, we are back. We're going to be playing some more Bard today. I'm going to quickly go over my build and the perks slash skills that I'm going to be using. This is going to be different than the last video because I'm not going to be using drums this time around. I'm fully aware that drums are really strong. This is just kind of me experimenting with how this build is going to work. Hey Cloud, how you doing? So we still have Charismatic Performance, War Song to increase our damage directly after using our Shriek ability. We have Rapier Mastery, which is going to be +3 weapon damage and the 5% increased action speed, because we're going to be using the Rapier. And Jolly Time, this is going to be our alternative in order to heal after combat, and if someone backs away from us. So we can pop a red potion. We can use ale, which will give us 5 HP at a time. Plus we can use our song to replace our recoverable HP. I have no idea if this is going to be better than the drum build. I assume probably not, but this is more of me just kind of experimenting and seeing how it goes. Hey Logan, am I excited for wipe? Well, I'm going to be honest, I would be more excited for wipe if Solo Cleric was still viable. I think Solo Cleric's probably the weakest out of every single class right now. But if nothing changes with Cleric, I'm either going to main Bard when the wipe happens, or we'll have to see what the patch notes say. If Warlock gets any changes, maybe they start filling out the class more, because I feel like if that class still is unfinished, maybe we try out Warlock. But as of right now, I'm heavily leaning towards just soloing Bard, because I think it's just better than Cleric right now. I can't think of a single reason to run Cleric over Bard. Do I anticipate another balance change to come along with the wipe? I know they're mostly just testing different things in order to better feel out the game. Yeah, just to be clear, I don't fault Iron Mace at all for making these balance changes. I fully expect these significant changes to continue to happen. For all we know, in a month's time, Rangers could become the weakest class in the game, and Clerics could become better. We have no idea how, these balance changes are going to affect the game. So, I'm not upset about it. It's just the reality is Cleric is just not playable competitively in solos. I could play Cleric in solos, but you're not going to see the level of gameplay because, quite frankly, the Cleric's probably about 25 to 33% weaker than it was pre-nerf. It's a really, really big difference. We're not talking about like a few percentage points. We're talking about 50% of the bonus damage and healing, which translates to about 25% overall damage and healing across all of our Cleric spells. So Holy Strike is doing 25% less. Our heals are doing, I think, 21 HP instead of 28 at starter kit. And when you start getting kitted up, the difference is marginal. So you're healing for like 10% of your health instead of 20, maybe even a little bit higher. So it's just the difference is really huge. Alright, if we wipe with this kit, I'm probably just going to use whatever I can find because I don't want to get rekitted, but I'll quickly go over our gear. I primarily went for either strength or any kind of plus stats. So we got this Rapier with some strength, buckler. This is just to try to block a little bit of Ranger arrows because Ranger, I think, is really hard for us right now. Hand crossbow, just to have something ranged. +1 all hat. Attire, just a little bit of physical damage reduction. Again, I kind of lost interest in trying to find... I wasn't trying to go for a great kit. I just kind of grabbed what I could. A little bit of max HP on these boots. A little bit of armor, but not going to do a whole lot of good. Someone just gave us these for really cheap. They were just in the trade. I guess someone was trying to clear out their storage, so we got this really good cloak. And I'm just running some strength rings and strength pendant. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We're good, right? You know what? I will still bring a gold pouch. Here, we're gonna bring some potions of protections too. Yeah, so think of the ale as 10 HP for every single slot. Because every ale gives you 5 health. So this is kind of like one full heal of ale if we needed it. Maybe 2, because we're going to supplement with rested XP, rested HP, and our music as well. I think with the healing changes, being that it's really hard to heal range or damage, and the straps being as strong as they are, the traps are basically guaranteed kills for Ranger, especially in solo. I think Rangers are probably one of the most oppressive / strong classes. If I wanted to try, if I really wanted to go into the wipe with the best class, I would probably learn to play Ranger. But I would be shocked if we didn't see any kind of changes, and I don't want to learn another class that gets nerfed. You know, I might even buy better instruments too, to try to increase our spell casting speed, because that could be useful. Yeah, right now our damage with full buffs should be kind of crazy. With Shriek of Weakness, I've been learning to kind of play range against barbarians. So the barbarians that have like felling axes or any of the large weapons, we've been focusing on trying to basically keep distance just like a rogue would with the rapier, because we have such fast action speed so we can zone pretty easily. And obviously our footwork is extremely fast as well. I hate when these are red spiders. You know, I do notice a pretty big difference in our spell cast speed. I don't know if you can tell completely if you're not used to playing Bard, but our songs are playing significantly faster right now. So I might want to consider investing in better instruments just to cast our songs faster so we have less downtime, because that could be a significant buff for us too. Especially the flute, because we're using the flute pre-combat. It still feels so funny to me how quickly we kill AI. Only downside to Rapier versus the Falchion is 1, we do a little less damage, close range, and 2, our speed of breaking, you know, pots and vases, those kind of things, is significantly slower. So certainly, there are downsides to this, but I really do like the Rapier for zoning against the slower melee classes. I think I've decided... Okay, we have a ranger up here. Watch out for traps. Okay, so here's where the ale comes in. We can now chug our ale to get all of our extra HP back. Which is, needless to say, extremely useful for us. Downside is we do have to wait for our, for our drunkenness to go away for the next fight. But it's still, I think it's really strong. I don't know if physical healing is affected by ale. I should look at this. Oh, actually, we have another player here. This guy has no idea that we want him to wait for us to be done buffing ourselves. Is that the full buff? I don't think it was. Okay, I think he went through this door. I'm gonna pop a shield pop first. I'm gonna just shut the door on these. Dude, clerics are so dead. Sorry, clerics. I'm really sorry, man. Oh, man. Oh, okay, we got another guy. Dude, I'm telling you guys, you're seeing it here right now. Rapier Bard. I'm telling you. A little surprised to see spears. I don't really feel like selling anything in the store. I'm not gonna grab anything that's a sellable unless, like, it's really worth it. I know that spear's probably pretty decent money, but I'm not really worried about it. Does anybody know, is it knowledge that increases your... I'm assuming knowledge because spellcast speed is the same as song speed on Bard. So the more knowledge that you have, the faster your songs are going to play. That's my understanding, which is why getting like any kind of +1 all stats is going to increase your song speed as well. How did I level? Yeah, I can go over that here in a second. Let me clear my inventory first, and then I can go over that quickly. Best part about Ale 2, it's stupid cheap. You're talking 1 coin per. It's cheaper than potions of healing are, technically speaking. Even though they heal more, they heal instantly and they don't take 45 seconds. All right, here. Okay, so as a new bard, your first perk is going to be Charismatic Performance, which is going to increase, which is going to let you do songs quicker. Your War Song is next, which is going to increase your damage right after you use a spell, which is really important for the Shriek Flute song. Your third is going to be Rapier Mastery, which is going to increase your damage with Rapier. You could consider swapping these, since, you know what? Actually, I'm going to change. If you use Rapier, you should do this second. Specifically because this is going to be an always 3 damage plus action speed. And this will only be right after a successful performance. So yeah, do Rapier second if you do Rapier. If you do Falchion, then don't worry about it. Then you're going to want... Then it's going to depend on what you're looking for. If you want higher treasure, you could go Wanderer's Luck. If you want Rapier, then you're going to want the Rapier perks. And Ale if you want to heal. You could go Lore Master to just interact with things faster. It really depends on what kind of play style you're going to be going for. Music is, you want the, I do it this way. My buffs, the 2-minute long buffs are all here on the right hand side. And then all of the miscellaneous spells like the Shriek of Weakness, Accelerando to make me move faster, Tranquility for my recoverable HP. This for any locked chests we come across. I keep this on my left-hand side. This is kind of my quick use for combat. And the right is all for specific buffs. Here, if we can find any decent, either, I guess, knowledge or spellcasting speed music pieces, we'll buy those. Because I'm very curious how much of a difference it's going to make. The way the game was intended to be played. Are you specifically talking about Bard? Or are you talking about... how about something else? I think the most important thing is probably flute. Oh. Okay, so what do we need to look at? We need wind and percussion. Percussion and wind. Okay, so if we can find any, especially the flute, if we can just find something that just gives us a little bit faster speed, I'm just curious how that's going to go in combat. Agility obviously isn't going to help us with that, but it is agility, so we'll move a little bit faster while we're playing our songs, which is still nice. I think this is one of the downsides of Bard, and it's that there's a lot of items that you need, like your 4 instruments, it's a lot. It's a lot of things to look for that quite honestly feel like marginal increases. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. At least with the drum, we have the option to throw it, and it'll do a little bit more damage. Okay. I think we're good. You know, I would love to try to play some of the other maps solo, but I think the only realistic way to play those solo, at least the best way to do it, is probably either Rogue or Ranger. I think Rogue is probably better because they're definitely the class you play to be stealthy, and it's very, very hard, if not impossible, to beat a fully geared good team. But I feel like with Cleric and with Bard, you're very loud, and you're not really going to get the opportunity to kill at least good teams. I could probably kill bad teams, but I don't know if I could kill great teams. I'm not a big fan of the Cleric changes, personally. I think Cleric is extremely weak right now. Oh, this guy was actually kind of looted, wasn't he? Take this. Surgical kit's nice. I have a feeling people are gonna start carrying around surgical kits a lot more often than they used to. Something that I need to get used to doing is using my hand crossbow to deal damage before the fight starts. Because it's something I'm not used to being able to do as Cleric. So it's one of those learning curves, I guess. I will say your killing power as Bard is kind of crazy, with Shriek of Weakness included. Maybe we could compete, but it would be really... It would be rough. Maybe we'll give it a try just for fun. Maybe. It is a lot of setup. It's a lot of setup, and I will not disagree with that. Oh, look at that. We got an instrument for us. That's kind of nice. But you know what, though? It's true, Bard has a lot of setup, but it is very strong. And I think it's undeniable how strong it is if you can get past the, you know, the curve of having to having to basically set up your class every minute and a half, 2 minutes. How do I do it, crossbow rangers? Very, very carefully. Unfortunately, that rogue came up behind us, and now we also have to deal with the storm and that ranger as well. Well, I guess we're going to find out how we're going to deal with that ranger, because I'm not really sure yet. We need to look out for traps, because traps could kill us. Oh, they're teaming. Dude, why is everyone teaming? Well, this is really lame. We just need to get, we need to get buffed up and stuff. The only downside to the ale is definitely the drunken effect. Oh my god, I didn't reload my crossbow. Oh my god. Well, pro tip, reload your crossbow. I think a blue portal just spawned underneath of us this way. It's kind of insane how easy it is. Like, this isn't even with Treasure Hunter. It's crazy how strong Bard is. All right, so let me reach out. It's a little harder for me to keep up with chat while I'm playing instruments, so just bear with me. It takes some focus. All right. Let's see. How do you feel about Cleric after new changes? For solo Cleric play, it's terrible. I think solo Cleric is the weakest class in the game. Team Cleric is still required because of, just the way that teams operate. Because you still need heals and sustain. Although I've heard some teams are using double Ranger and Bard, which is kind of disgusting. Yep, a lot of setup. What stats are best for Bard? I have personally been going for Strength, but I think Strength, Agility, I think pretty much everything. I think +1 all, or, any kind of all stats are probably really strong, because the other stats are going to be better to increase your speed that you play your instruments, which is what Knowledge will cause. So Knowledge, but you kind of want Strength and Agility too. I've been focusing on Strength just to make me a little bit tankier / stronger in these 1v1 fights, but I think it's kind of like Cleric in that +1 all is really strong and those others are good as well. I saw a comment that made a lot of sense to me. It was a comment that said that the most recent healing changes are going to benefit new players. And at least if it stayed like it was right now, I would disagree, at least partially, because the experience / teams are going to start running either syringe kits to get full HP back, or they're just going to run campfires. And it's true, I guess it'll slow them down a little bit. But new players are really going to struggle with healing. New players aren't going to be able to afford 20 gold. Oh, not that. New players are not going to be able to afford 20 gold protection pots, which is going to give every single decent player, or, every player that's past the early game that's buying protection pots, just a 20 health advantage in fights. I think it was great that they cost so cheap, because it gave the opportunity for pretty much anyone to afford them, with the higher rarity protection healing being harder to get, being that you had to buy them from other players. And it was kind of hard to do that because most people either didn't sell them or it was hard to find them. At least the differential was a little bit less, because at least you still had the 20 HP even if they had a 30. So it was only a 10 HP difference if they were using a slightly better version. Now, being that they're, again, 20 gold, I don't really see people using protection pots very much anymore, which I think is kind of a shame, and I'm not really sure if they're going to keep that or not. Cleric now heals less and deals less damage with their magic spells, such as Holy Strike. They're like 25% to 33% weaker than they were before the nerf. Basically, it's a pretty big nerf. So in a way, it shrinks the gear gap, but you are still gonna have... I think the bigger issue is that getting third-partied, or, you know, a third team coming in to kill you after you're done fighting is a significantly... is much more dangerous, and I guess that's up to opinion, whether you think it should be easy to kill a team that just got finished fighting. But it's definitely a lot easier to kill a team after they have finished a fight than it was before. And that, again, could be up for opinion. I personally think it's better if you are able to recover, at least while not in combat. And yeah, I guess the syringe kits are somewhat fast. So maybe like for late game it's not that big of a deal. I'm really just not sure how they're going to handle the changes. Because it's very mixed right now on how people feel about pretty much this whole patch. Oh. Okay, so that does heal more than 5 HP. Because I was down 10 health. Okay, I don't know how much HP I don't know how much my ale heals for. I think physical healing affects ale. Can anyone confirm that? I know that might not be super common knowledge, but does Bard ale specifically stack with physical healing? Because if it does, physical healing could be pretty good on Bard specifically. I also considered... Yeah, having a hand crossbow is really, really helpful, just in general. Just having the option. It's kind of like drums. Obviously, there are pros and cons between drums and the hand crossbow. Being that the crossbow doesn't take up a bunch of room in your inventory. But I think in general, just having it here is just, you know, it's just better than not. I don't really see a reason not to carry one. Unless it's like a money issue. Physical healing works with potions, so I assume it works on nail. Yeah, I would assume it works on nail, and if it does, it's really strong. I swear by the hand crossbow. Yeah, I think the hand crossbow might be better than survival, just because you can very quickly just use it. Hey, should I hear someone on the other side of this? I was trying to pull out my my other move there, but I was hitting the wrong button. Trying to get it out. Oh. Please go after him, not me. Thanks. Yeah, I'm definitely not definitely not the most experienced at this class yet. I definitely have, if this becomes like a more main class, I have some work to do to get better with it. No, someone is above us. I'm gonna open this first. I'm gonna pop my drum move. And then push. Because the drum doesn't last a whole long time. Or, you know, like, super long. Alright, here. Alright, sorry. It's really hard to pay attention to chat while I'm playing. It's like, you gotta constantly be paying attention as Bard. There is a lot of little micro-tasking that you have to do, as far as keeping track of your buffs, pulling out the right instrument to use the right thing, using the right side of your book. There's a lot to it. Alright. What is the strongest class currently? I was just gonna play Cleric this wipe. Yeah, if you are... Okay, if you just like Cleric, you could just play Cleric on wipe. But if you want to play, like, a strong class, don't play Cleric. Because I think Cleric is probably the weakest in solos. Hand crossbow is better for quick trades. I like to start a little bit when I don't have a crossbow. Yeah, it does shoot fast. That is definitely true. I just like having the hand crossbow. It's just something really quick. Strongest class for solos is probably Ranger, I think. If you really want to just try hard and they don't nerf Ranger before this wipe, just play Ranger. Do you think they should add an insurance? No. God, no. I hope they never add any kind of insurance system at all to this game. I think that takes away the risk of what you're doing. What button do you use to hit the notes? Oh, mouse click? Is that what you mean? Yeah, you basically just right click and then you play the song from there. You just have to pay attention to where you're hitting. That's a good ring. Plus 10 armor rating and armor penetration. It's not bad at all. Oh, and someone said to check my stats or ale, right? Here, let me 50, 79. That's probably enough. All right, let me here, I'll check stats real quick. I never looked for physical healing. I don't know where you see physical healing on these stats. Hey Bing, how you doing? Yeah, if there is a physical healing stat or anything that will tell you anything, I don't see it. I can tell you just for my armor that I have one here, two, one, two. I think I just have 2 physical healing right now, so nothing too crazy. Here, let's see if we can get a better flute, just because we're using it so often. A flute and maybe a lute would be helpful. This is good. This will give us spellcasting speed just to play stuff a little bit faster. I know we only play one song, but we might as well just get it. It really doesn't matter. All right, now we just need the flutes. Could do magical damage bonus too. Wouldn't be horrible, specifically for the one attack, the one that does the AoE magic damage. Whatever. This one's not that great, but we'll just get it. I'm not sure exactly how plus max HP works on items that you're constantly swapping. So this could give us a chance to see how that interaction ends up. I would assume it would just increase your max HP when you pull it out, and then when you pull it out, you would lose your max HP, but your HP bar doesn't move. That's what I would assume would happen. Alright. Ale, coin pouch. Okay, I think we're good. Yes, Cleric has been nerfed. Their healing and magic damage have both been touched. I'm not a huge fan of spawns sometimes, especially as Bard. Like if let's say that guy across had been a geared player, he probably could have pushed us before we had a chance to buff up, which would be a little bit annoying. I think similar to Cleric, Bard has a downside that you need to be buffed. That's insane. I don't know if he did limb shots or what, but he barely touched us. And our physical damage resistance is almost 0. Like it's like 20%. I think it's very low. Yeah, we're not spec'd out at all to tank hits. So I'm very surprised he did such minimal damage there. Yeah, it's not like we're like a fully geared fighter or something tanking hits. Yeah, I miss Cleric too. I hope they fix it before White, because I would love to go back to playing Cleric. I mean, can a Cleric do that? That dude wasn't, like, not geared. I mean, he had a blue felling axe. I mean, like, Cleric can't do that. Absolutely not. In no shape or form could a Cleric have just flawlessed him anywhere near as good as I just did there. Rapier is also really... Oh, shoot. Alright, we're gonna team with this fighter. Let's get the Ranger. Let's get him! Get him! Come on, get him, Ranger. Come on, get him. Yeah, I have no... Come on. No sympathy. Just get him. Loot's all yours, buddy. Take it. I hate Rangers. You know what? I think we should declare that Rangers are fair game to get teamed up on in solos. I think that sounds fair. Because right now, I'd rather play against a rogue than a ranger. I transferred my gear. I had big plans to do a bunch of Cleric high rollers, and then, like, the morning of, they did that patch change, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not doing that anymore. Thank you, Roxor. I'm telling you, man, I've only been playing Bard for like 2 days. I really don't feel like I'm that good yet, but I appreciate it. If we see that fighter, I'm not killing him. The only way I will fight that fighter is if I literally have to... Do we just take his gift? What a nice guy. What a nice guy, man. GG, Sorky. I mean, we did give him that Ranger's gear. So he was probably very thrilled. That Ranger had a decent bit of stuff on him. Alright. That's kind of nice. I like it. Alright, let's sell some of this junk. I really should have just dropped these bandages and stuff. At least bards don't need bandages because we can use the whatever that song is called, the one that restores HP. Here, we'll just sell this real quick because it takes up a lot of room. 2 agility. That honestly, that'll probably sell for 150. Yeah, the timing of the instruments is the hard parts. That's what takes some getting used to. Been having fun on Bard. Haven't been playing nearly as much. Kind of just waiting for wipe. Yeah, I think a lot of people are just waiting for wipe right now. I think that is a very similar boat. Even the trade chats, some of the trades are going like way down. Like I think Bard was like 70 players this morning or something. So I fully expect once wipe happens for all those numbers to go up as soon as everybody hits level 10. The buckler does slow me down. I really should have used it against some of these rangers because that was the whole point of putting it on. I could just use it as a stat stick and try to get something better than 3 additional move speed. But the buckler, people don't really sell it. I could try to look for the buckler in fighter chat, but I don't think it's even going to pop up. Hey, Lycan. Yep. Everything's going pretty well. We're having some pretty good games. Oh, that's 1% movement. That's better. We'll get this. Well, we'll get it if we can. Is it still stream time if I only queue? You're welcome to queue in the game with me. I mean, it's fine. Look, I have a suspicion that I have been stream sniped before because of how certain players have acted. But I'm not overly worried about. I'm not worried about it. If we die to stream sniping, it's perfectly fine. Like whatever. I don't even mind if I lose my kits at this point. At all. No, you're welcome to do it. I don't care. Just know that I'm generally not teaming, and if you play Ranger, I am definitely not teaming with you. just know that, please. Now, if it's me and you and we're playing against a ranger, you got it. You got it. Well, I don't know. Is 7 move speed a okay trade-off to have +1 all stats and to have at least a little bit of a shield against rangers? Because that's the only shield I think bards can use. I think for the other classes, the buckler is bad because there's no reason to use it because the other shields are better. But the bard doesn't really have any other option. Thoughts on Cleric nerf? I mean, basically my thoughts are just that I'm not a fan. Obviously I'm not gonna like a Cleric nerf because that was my main. Every time I spawn here, I expect the person on the other side through that door to just push us instantly. I think that's a mimic. I'm gonna see if this guy's pushing or not. Alright, looks like he went a different way, so I'm not gonna worry about him. Fighter, that dude just got finessed. Just straight finessed. That poor guy, he thought. I mean, he deserved it. He tried to kill us while we were fighting mobs. I have no sympathy for him, man. Absolutely none. That's why it's really important during fights that you have your buffs, because if I didn't have my buffs there, it might have been a little bit harder. Compare speed? Yeah, I can do that for you. Sure. Alright. Well, hey, we're full buffed. So it's about a 2% difference. I mean, while we're full buff, though, it is kind of misleading, isn't it? Okay. 100... Oh, hold up. No, there's players. Sorry, I'm not clear. I'm not teaming, sir. Sorry. I feel really bad because it's a cleric. And I know they're crazy bad right now. But I'm not trying to team, man. I'm sorry. Maybe I should do some high roller to try to get some better players. Because we've killed some. What do you guys think? You want me to go to high roller after this game? I was trying to just practice with this build since I haven't used it yet before I went to high roller. But I think we've played enough that I'm willing to at least go. So if you want me to, I'll swap over after this game. long as we can get players. I swear I heard a rogue. Suspicious. Very suspicious. I'm gonna shut the door behind me, just in case I was right. But why is there a goblin here? What the heck? What are you doing? Is it... rogue? Is it a rogue hide here? Alright, I'll give High Roller a roll after this game. Prepare for us to lose our kit, but I will try. I will try for us. I think High Roller is still a Ranger's paradise, but you got it. Wanted to get that wizard out of the game. I know he's weak, but oh my god, wizard, please. Sorry. He tied to the he tied to the trap. Oops. Well, you pushed me. It's your fault. Yeah, Ranger's paradise. That's good, Arch. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that is what it feels like right now, man. This game needs a dungeon that prevents you from entering if your gear is too high. Well, I tell you what. I was playing earlier with this build without gear, and I feel like I was doing pretty well too. But I do understand why some people think that. I just don't think it works in this game. Oh, there's a blue portal out that way. Maybe we'll just go grab that. We're gonna swap to High Roller. Probably lose our kits. Let's get going. Here, let me get rid of this stuff. Well, I'm definitely gonna bring enough healing, because I don't want to get into a situation where I run out. But I got all this ale. I think I have about 3. I can heal myself completely about 3 times with what I have here. Not even including my instrument, which I think is perfectly fine. You know, that's a good point too. I've killed plenty of players in starter or very weak gear and took their kits. You know, remember the start of my Cleric 1 life run? That whole run got started because I killed that fully kitted rogue player. And, like, the second game, I was running, like, double ring and pendant and some better armor. I think it's perfectly fine how it is. I think it really is just a experience slash... Yeah, I think it's just more of like an experience thing. Alright. Alright, high roller time, right? Yep, looks good. Let's go. Alright, we got some Cape Crusaders in this game here. What's this fighter looking? Alright, this fighter is beefed. 70%? Oh, man. That's crazy. That's really high. Okay, we need to... Okay, let me think. Let me think about this. Lowers physical power bonus and armor rating by 40. Is 40 even enough for us to get through that? I don't really know. That does high armor rating fighter just kind of counter us? Because it seems kind of crazy. I mean, 70% is no joke. 40 is only like 10%. Oh, Lord. Well... Can we kill a fighter with high physical resistance? Are we strong enough with our buffs? Because that could be a pretty big problem with Bard if we can't play against those kind of fighters. No, he will one-tap me? Yeah. I kind of get the feeling he'll one-tap me too. Maybe two-tap if we're lucky. But I'm thinking one-tap. You know, I would feel more confident if we were in normal goblins against a fighter like that, because we could use the terrain a little bit more to our advantage. This area is just really hard. If you get the jump on him, maybe I can cheese him. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I can cheese him. That's probably accurate, is the maybe. You took 2 damage from an arrow? Yeah. You know, I think we can all agree, regardless of stats, that high DR fighter is not inherently fun to play against. I feel like that's like a generally agreed upon statement. I feel like I need to watch my back constantly for that fighter. Although I guess we'll hear him, right? Because he has plate on. Oh, that's annoying. Whoa. Oh, what? Where did this thing come from? Dude, that was some crazy damage. Did you see that? Dude, that archer did like 50% of our health. That's insane. Oh my god. Jeez, man. I don't know what the counter to that was. I guess just notice him quicker. Yeah, I know wizards do mega damage, but wizards just got hard nerfed. Well, that's not bad. I'll wear that. That's not bad at all. A way to figure out. Yeah, I guess that's true. If we hadn't looked at his kit pre-lobby, we never would have known that he had that kind of gear on. Besides his cape giving it away, but the cape doesn't tell you he has 70%. You know, we're talking about completely different things here. I feel like Warlock stuff doesn't really sell. I don't particularly even want to grab that, but I will. Just to see. But I feel like it's not going to. No way, could tell. Could be all gray. Yep. Could be all gray, all purple. You are right. There really isn't. Oh, I think that's him, fellas. See, at least my cleric could handle that. I don't have the same stuff on this class. Well, of course I'm gonna fight him, but I had to pre-buff first. That's fine. I don't really have much to lose right now. Because I do want to fight that guy. I want to see if it's possible. I am genuinely curious if we can possibly stand up against that fighter. I don't think that, I mean, I outplayed, I feel like, I mean, I feel like I did pretty well there. I mean, I had him low, man. Yep, I hit him 10 times and he hit me like 3. I mean... yeah. Oh, yeah, the potion. Well, I wanted to pop the potion, but he was reloading that crossbow. When he steps back, I could have tried the flute attack. Yeah, I was afraid that he was gonna hit me. Yeah, he had 70% DR. Oh, that's true. The flute attack is magic. That's true. That's true. Good point. Good point. Still, that's still crazy, though. Little bit insane. How kitted that guy was. Alright, what do we need? Just... oh. Man, I hate that your extra stuff sits in your inventory. You know, I could have thrown my drum at him, too. Once we got in there. Because that drum could have been, like, an extra 30 damage. Dude, it's just... I heavily underestimated just how much armor he had. Like, with the flute, I still was doing, like, very, very little damage. I definitely need to learn how to play against those kind of fighters better. So I agree. I could have played that better. I will say, did I hit him 10 times? Because I think I hit him, like, I think it was 10 times. You know, I mean, yeah, I guess kite more. Use the flute magic attack, because that would have went straight through his armor. It's hard to say. I will say, it's just inherently unfun to play against those high damage resistance builds, just in general. All right, what do we need? We need a rapier. Although I think we might have one already. Yeah, we'll just use this. Not the best stats, but it's fine. We don't need, like, absolutely crazy stats for this. Here, we'll buy this +1 all hat. I mean, yeah, I think it's just against those plate fighters, you have to use your flute magic damage. Yeah, he definitely had a very, very expensive kit. If we killed him, that would have been hilarious profit for us. You know what, though? We got really close. We were extremely close to killing that guy. It is true, though. I really should have used my protection potion. I got a little overzealous there when he was trying to reload his crossbow. I thought maybe I could do just enough damage that I could get him. Lessons learned. When full geared fighters are there, I'm gonna focus on my magic ability to try to get more damage in before we go into the fight. Alright. Our ales are obviously our healing. So we have this just in case we take a bunch of damage and we need to get more. Our stats are a little bit lower. Our HP is a little bit lower, but that's fine. We don't need crazy stats for this. Alright. We're good. You know what? At least we didn't get dunked on. And you know, against those falchions, which I think that's what he was hitting me with, we need to, I need to try to keep more range. Maybe, like, back up while I'm hitting him. Because he only survived that because he had second wind. So I dealt, like, 135% damage to him. I would have killed him if he didn't have second wind. If he had been in a position where he already used it, I would have killed him. It's alright. Give me if Cleric doesn't get buffed and they don't return it, just give me some time to get good with Bard, and we'll start killing those kind of fighter players once I learn how to play against them. Because if you think I was killing those kind of fighters on my Cleric when I first started, you would be mistaken. Those kind of fighters destroyed me on my Cleric at first until I learned how to properly deal with them. It's all about dealing that extra magic damage to get away from the fact that they have such crazy armor. What do you guys think the highest DR should be for fighter? Because obviously there needs to be a limit. The question is, what does that limit need to be? Like, do you think 85 is okay? Because that's what it is now, I believe. $65 to $70. Yeah, I think that's probably reasonable. Wait, that's funny that he hit us and he did 0 damage. That's a little funny. That guy is charging, man. These guys move so fast. Yeah, I already learned the last match that those guys do like 50% of our health. So definitely do not want to get tagged by them at all. Right side is this gate should be cleared when we go to leave this game, as long as no one takes it from us, so we could always backtrack if we need to. And we'll have the ale to heal us in the storm, which is kind of nice to have. It's tough because it's exponential. Yeah, I think the exponential part is what makes it so crazy. Yeah, because when fighters were running around with 95%, it was a little bit nutty. You know what's crazy is that fighter didn't even have max. I mean, there was still room there for him to have additional DR. So if he had been at the 85, man, I would have done like nothing. At least it would have felt like nothing. I think I might hear a player. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I hear a player over here on the left-hand side across the way. I want to see if the goblins are still here. Yeah, those never got aggroed, and I don't want them to aggro me. I'm gonna stay on this side for now. We're gonna have to get rebuffed too. You know, the nice thing about Bard is I don't think you have to be super geared. I think you can get a lot of work done with almost nothing but just like a decent Rapier. Or Falchion. Or that, you know, of course. Because the Falchion's just really strong. Man, I hear players, but I don't know where they are. Maybe they're underneath the other floor. I did not mean... That did not work out like I wanted it to. I knew the portal was there. I was trying to go to the side of it. And then, like, I didn't mean to take that. It's whatever. I wanted to fight that guy. I didn't want to take that portal. Oops. Oh, well. I guess we could just... It's fine. It was our portal now. Whatever. It's alright. No harm, no foul, right? Didn't really use a whole lot that game. It's not a big deal. It's fine. We'll just go back in for another game. I wish that portal had been closed, because I would have loved to have fought him. I was also kind of afraid he might just run into the portal, and then I'd have to sit there and find another one. Because, you know, that would have been kind of annoying, too. It's alright. Let's try again. No problem. Yeah, heck. I think the most expensive thing that bards need, if you're running what I'm using right now, is definitely just the Rapier. These things can be kind of expensive because it's what rogues use. If this was a bard weapon only, I think these would be really cheap. Stats on my gear. Oh, it's just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Extra physical damage. And just it was like, I just kind of grabbed it from my stash for the most part. I don't even know what I have on. But the things that I do primarily look for is strength and +1 all stats. I think those are both really strong for Bard. This spawn is annoying. Because a ranger spawns, there should be a ranger in the same room as us. Oh, that didn't work. Wow, it's nice having really fast footwork, because those skeletons are not anywhere near as scary. Not even close. I guess the other player didn't spawn in here. I think there's a spawn like right across the room. Oh, dude. Those are probably really scary without move speed. I don't even know if I've seen that kind of skeleton attack before. That's a nightmare one, right? Yeah, that really goes to show how much I've played the other high rollers. Oh, was there a mimic that I went over? Yeah, I'll grab the chest. Even if it's a mimic, I'll still do it. I don't really know how good HP bonus is. I think it's just strictly worse than having strength. I know Lightfoot boots are nice. Those stats suck, but I think it's warlocks that really want Lightfoot boots. Like, no matter what stat they have on them. It's been a kind of a quiet game, considering the fact that, like, this can be a double spawn. I'm a little curious as to where everybody is. I guess everyone just got really far away spawns. Okay, there has to be a player here, because those goblins are not aggro to me. I know that for a fact. Okay, there's like a ranger. Some kind of ranger, someone with a bow is across the way there. I'm not gonna just push across the bridge, because that's just asking for me to get hit for free. Okay, hold up. There's four people there, or three other people there. I mean, we need to be. I'm gonna rebuff first, because that ranger was looking right at me. We need to be very careful for bear traps, because I think we just die instantly if we step in one. We don't really have the HP to spare if we do get hit in one. I have no idea what quality longbow that ranger has, but I promise you I do not want to get hit by it. Guys, there's too many people here. We're gonna just leave this one. We got a ranger, and we have that other plate behind us. That was not looking very good for us. I don't know how weak that other player was, but yeah, I think that was probably a smart time to just leave. What's your best solo class at the moment? My best solo class, well, my best one skill-wise is Cleric, but because of the nerfs, I'm probably better with Bard. Oh, in general? Oh, it's Ranger. It is almost certainly Ranger for solo. I would be hard-pressed to argue that it's not Ranger. Yeah, I think Rogue is really, really high up there, too. Like, I would probably rate Ranger, Rogue, and Fighter among, like, the top 3 together. I think all 3 of them are very strong. Yeah, I tried out Barbarian, but unfortunately he feels kind of whatever. I think the heal change really messes up Barb, now that it's really hard for them to get their full health pool back. Yeah, the thing about Barbs is their weapons are pretty slow hitting. So you can kind of just play range against them relatively easily. Yeah, I saw the third hit of the Castelia dagger is a little bit crazy. Even a gray one I think does what, like over 100 damage. If you combine all that together, it's something crazy. I thought about playing Rogue, but I think that playstyle of Rogue is too ratty for me. I don't know if I could ever main Rogue. The only way I would do it is if I wanted to play versus teams, because I think the only reasonable class to play versus teams is probably Rogue. That's got to be the best one, because you can very easily kind of stay hidden for other teams. Wait, is this the guy? I think this is the guy that killed us earlier. Right here. This Nestor carry. I'm almost positive this is him. I want to kill this guy this game. Although I don't think he had a halberd, but... yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. What's his move speed? 67... Okay, I'm assuming he's got to be pretty slow, maybe 80%. Maybe if we keep our buffs up and we use our flute magic, maybe we can kill him. It is a different person, so it's just a different 70% fighter. All right, well. I guess we'll still try to kill this fighter as a different form of vengeance, I suppose. Marsh yesterday? Okay. Yeah, the gear just looked very similar, minus the halberd. god, that bowl is hitting us from... Oh man, and we're slow. Okay, we're about to die here. This is crazy. I couldn't stop getting hit by the bola. That's insane damage. Oh my god. Once you get hit by the bola once, it's so hard to dodge. I'm not really sure what I was supposed to do there differently. I guess try to aggro a little bit less. I was trying to go over here to the left-hand side, but yeah, that did not work as I wanted it to. It's alright. We have a way to, we're able to full heal here, so it's not the end of the world. I hear a fighter. I'm gonna go across here to get our full health back before we push back across. Yeah, our physical healing, I'm noticing a really big difference here in the amount that we're... That might be a stat we need to start specifically looking for Ale. Because we're, I think it's almost half of what it was before. Alright, if we're gonna kill this fighter, we really need to play range. I'm gonna try my hardest to try to make use of the Flute of Magic and try to, you know, play around the fact that he has, like, what, 80% move speed or something like that. Because that halberd will absolutely destroy us in close range. Because we can't really even outrange it. I mean, that's not really an option. Yeah, that's him. I know there's a rogue under us. I don't know how laterally the move works. Oh my god, dude. Dude, rangers are so crazy. Half our health instantly. Dude, I'm telling you. Rangers are so meta right now. It's crazy. They're like wizards with, like, near unlimited fireballs. Starting to run low on healing, which is not great. Right now, I think the biggest problem with Bard is I don't know how you're supposed to deal with rangers. Like, geared rangers. Because that guy might have had, like, a blue longbow, but it doesn't take much. Well, yeah, but the problem is, you know, I can't beat him, and I can't beat him in close range, and we have this ranger here who's also equally kitted. Because that man also has a cape, so he has to be pretty kitted. And we're running out of heals, too. I need these players to fight first. I can't... Yeah, I need them to fight first. Because I don't want to take additional damage first. We could definitely, third party would probably be pretty easy. Oh, someone's fighting the troll, too. We could do a troll counter. That'd be kind of fun. But kind of have to take care of these players first. Oh my god, I killed him. Now there's more rangers. I'm stuck. I'm stuck, fellas. It's it. Oh my god, go. Oh my god, go. Dude, that ranger is super kitted. It's so sad that we're out of healing. We really, really need physical healing. Or extra campfires, syringe kits, or something. Because we're out of heals. I mean, that's it. Alright. How do we get out of here? I'm not sure. We could go for the, we could go for the goblin exit. Dude, this guy is so annoying. Dude, just use the portal, man. I hate rangers. Dude, I am telling you. F you, Ranger. Please, 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 please. Yes. Yes. Dude, I hate Rangers. Oh my god, man. Yes. What a good extract, man. Oh, man. That was close. That was so close. Oh my god, man. That's good. Purple bow's pretty good. Oh, God. It's hard, man. Because the exit or the final circle usually ends up in that little middle area. It's really hard because rangers are really, really strong against or in that area because it's all range. Yeah, quite honestly, I'm shocked we survived that. That fighter must have pieced out. Yeah, I wish I could have too, but unfortunately... yeah, it would have been way too risky. I didn't want to risk it. Oh, physical... Strength's kind of nice, though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Ale heals 5 HP for Bard, but if you have physical healing, which is I think the stat that I really need to start focusing more, the Ale will heal additionally on top of that. Yeah, so it's 5 HP for 1 gold, but if you have, 2 or 3 physical healing, it goes up, pretty significantly. Yeah, all character levels are going to reset on Monday. Yeah, hopefully they revert the Cleric nerf by Monday. That is the big thing for us. Alright, we'll keep this campfire. It would have been nice to have that last game. So just in case this ends up not being enough, we'll have that instead. And yeah, I mean, that was a good run. I don't know what a purple recurve will sell for, but I would think it would be, at least okay. Alright. Yeah, I also kind of hope that Boyd comes back soon. Alright, what kind of damage do we do? Alright, 68 default, but what do we do with our buffs? That's not bad. So what we do, like, between 75 to 85 damage. Yes, that's not bad at all for a Rapier. What is a gray fighter doing in High Roller? Well, the entry fee is only 50 gold right now. It's not inherently high risk. All right, what is this ranger? All right, we got another disgusting ranger here. +1 all, +2 agility, 3 strength pendants, strength rings, +1 all cloak. That's crazy good. Although +3 knowledge. I don't know what he's doing with that. Maybe we could take that for ourselves. He's got 4 bear traps. Yeah, this will be tough. We're really lucky that Ranger last game didn't set up traps on the bridge area. I'm a little surprised he didn't. Alright, we We got a really geared barbarian here too. At least, well, I guess not really geared, just slightly geared. You know, ale is so cheap, it might even be worth just filling our entire inventory with ale. It's just dropping it for other loot. It's like 2 gold a slot for 10 HP without physical healing. I mean, I feel like that's crazy heal value. And the fact that it's instant too, or at least, you know, instant on use. If they buff healing again, it won't be as good, but if healing stays like it is right now, it would be a pretty considerable... It really is a big difference. Yep, ale is 2 to a stack. If it was 1 to a stack, it would be way worse. It's kind of funny. Does this parry? It's so, like, I assume you can parry with the flute. I think I've heard that you can. Good for a meme. Yeah, I imagine that would be, like, the main thing it would be used for. I can't imagine using the flute to parry, seriously. And I think I hear players on the other side of this door here. We should probably pre-buff first though, shouldn't we? Yeah, it really is just the buffs that makes it annoying to play Bard solo. Having to do this every minute and a half, 2 minutes at most, is... I don't know. It's a lot of downtime. Not even including using Accelerando. Although I will say that it is definitely worth using, because you get some crazy movement speed out of it. Don't see them. Where did this player go? It's very suspicious that that light was off too. I think it might be a ranger, and there might be a trap on the other side of this door. That's my intuition. You know, I'm so used to having weapons that can't go through these tiny bars. It is so nice to be able to kill those. Because those things are annoying. And I don't know where the lever is to open those from the outside. If there even is one. Oh. Is that a barbarian? Alright. Yeah, there's a barbarian. I think that's the barbarian over there. Yeah, we got a wizard over here too. Yeah. Bard isn't really super great at killing multiple people in a row. Although I think a lot of characters might struggle with that right now. But I don't think Bard especially is good at it. Don't know where that wizard player went, but I know he was over that way. It also wastes a lot of time when you miss, like, just one note. It's very hard to get the timings down completely every single time. Okay, someone has been through this area. I'm really just nervous about traps. Get exits open. Did he leave? I can't tell if it's used. Need a rebuff. Alright, let's go put the barbarian on this side instead. God, the Bardiche is crazy. Oh, we're dead. The Bola goblin hit us from behind. That is so unfortunate. That is such bad timing, man. Oh, the Bola goblin. That sucks. He came up and hit us and slowed us. If we had the space behind, I think we would have been okay. Yeah, we needed the space. I think that was the big thing. Yeah, if that Bola got to have it in there, I think we would have been okay. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and take a break, guys. It's been playing for a while. So, good games. I'll catch you later.